Hello and welcome back to my channel. Right now I have a couple minutes to film picking my September TBR with my TBR jar. August has been an incredibly crazy month for me. I very abruptly started a new job. I really wasn't into reading for a good chunk of a month, so I didn't get through a lot. I'm gonna go over that stuff quick. I did add a bunch of new books to my TBR, but that has its own video, so go check that out. So for my August TBR, I had a book on my Kindle, A Love Letter to Whiskey. I did start this one because I finished my other Kindle book and I started that one. I'm only like 5% of the way into that. Me to We, I did get a little bit more of this read. I'm on page 69. I'm just going to keep chugging my way through this book as best as I can. And then I did not touch someone else's shoe, so this one is definitely going to be added back to the TBR. And right now it's just chaotic, but that's where I'm at right now. Everywhere behind the camera is absolute mess, and I'm gonna try to take care of all of that tonight. So these, I'm not going to try not to pick anything for my Kindle for September. I'm gonna set that off to the side, and then I am still working my way through The Survivor Wants to Die at the End. It deals with a lot of heavy topics, and I needed to put it down for a little bit, and I just haven't picked it up and gotten back into it. I've been prioritizing reading other things, and that's okay. I'm going to continue working my way through this one. I'm on page 330, so I'm just under halfway through. So that one is not going to be added to the TBR. I'm going to just set this stuff off to the side. And I'm also doing this kind of quickly because I'm in a rush because I need to leave in a couple minutes. So we'll see how much I get filmed and if I need to pick this up later. For September, because I know September is going to be a crazy busy month for me, I'm only going to pick 4 books, plus I have a bunch others started. I would love to get The Silence That Binds Us onto that TBR. That is my book club book for the beginning of September. I would also not be mad if I got my October book club book on here, which is Firekeeper's Daughter. So let's pick our prompts and see what we pull. Prompt number 1. Book with a black spine. Let's take a look. Well, I think some of the best ones to choose from would be Beowulf, that has a black spine, or I could pick Firekeeper's Daughter, which also has a black spine. And I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to put Beowulf on my TBR because I know I'm going to get to Firekeeper's Daughter, and if I don't get to it in September, I can also pick it for October. I'm just going to move this tree really quick. Okay, that feels a little less precarious. Pick number 2. Pick number 2 is an animal on the cover. Let's take a look. Here are my options. I can go with The Long Game, which has some cats and a goat on the cover, or I can go with Broken Country, which has birds on the cover. I think I really want to read Broken Country. I've been thinking about reading this book. It's also a book that's borrowed to me, so I'm going to add Broken Country to my TBR. Pick number 3. A secondhand book. Well, I actually added quite a few secondhand books to my shelf, so let's take a look. Okay, I'm going to go with Under Lock and Key. This was a book that my sister had bought that she doesn't want anymore, and it's one that's on my list that I wanted to read, so I'm going to count that for a secondhand book because it will join my collection once I'm done reading it. So a fun romance, Under Lock and Key, is going to be pick number 3. Okay, let's go for our 4th and final pick for September. Ooh, a newest book. This works out perfect for me because The Silence That Binds Us literally came in the mail yesterday. So I'm going to add this for newest book, and it's also my book club book that I wanted to get on here. So these are the 4 books that I'm picking for the month of September. I feel like this is really realistic with all the other books I already have going that I want to finish up either in August or in September. Plus there's some other stuff that I'd like to read. But let's quickly go through my picks. So book with a black spine is going to be Beowulf. An animal on the cover is Broken Country. Secondhand book, Under Lock and Key. And finally, newest book is The Silence That Binds Us. So I think that's a pretty good TBR for the month of September. I'm excited to read all these books, and hopefully we'll get to them all, but we'll see. September is usually one of my busiest life months. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.